We're right here. No, yeah, no, that's mean.
No, no. Oh, we got a weird history. We've had a lot of changes throughout the years, but we've solidified our lineup in the last month or so with our newest addition in John Shackleton from New York, and our friend Tyler, our other guitar player, Tyler Matza from Virginia, and Dylan's brother, Dalton, is our drummer now. For various reasons, we just had to have fill-ins on this little run, but
happens. We're not quite in Metalloud territory yet. Like, we've had a lot of past members, a lot of experiences, but it's not, we finally feel like we've hit the mark.
Two of our members living far away, though, is what sort of made it, like, why we have to have fill-ins for local stuff.
Yep.
That's the only reason, so.
Well, this is a hot debate amongst ex-original members, but that's an argument for another day. After there was all right, if we were to start at the beginning, there was a band before us that I was in with some of our other original members, and that was shortly after high school, and I decided to move away, moved to Colorado for a little bit, and then there were talks for me coming back, and then we were going to start another band, and this was the band we were starting, and wanted to do the melodic hardcore stuff, and we started having practices in our old bass player's garage. Above the garage, his dad had a spot. His dad was a carpenter, and he had this spot above his garage that he wasn't using at all. And it was great. It was a cool spot for us all to practice. And then we found an ad / placed an ad on Craigslist because we needed a vocalist. Tried a couple out, and settled on Kyle here.
Yeah, that was my beginnings with it were Craigslist. I went on a road trip with a friend to Florida, and I had been out of hardcore and punk for like 4 years. Like after Have Heart's last show, I was just kind of hung it up. And then on that road trip, I was really disenfranchised, and I started writing lyrics for some reason, and I decided to post an ad while I was in Florida for a band, and I got a couple bites, and went home. From that, flew home and uprooted my life after I graduated college. Started the band.
Sick hoodie. Earth Crisis is sick.
And so yeah, Craigslist brought it together for me. It's kind of a cool little network. Yeah, Craigslist.
Yeah, that was the way. It's a little easier now. Facebook and whatnot.
Yeah.
Networking and having
a little more established now.
Yep.
But when you're starting out, finding people is really tricky. Finding a band is hard when you want to do vocals, because I feel like that's something everybody wants to do. Yeah, lyrically, wow. Well, a lot of the writing I like to do is really rooted in just American way of life. I like to be a critic of the society I live in more than any other place, because that's where I live. It's where I sustain myself. It's where I grew up. So I always took a look at, as an observer, trying to, take that and make it into words as best as I could. I try to do that with all my writing. With the record, I got the title in my brain because it was just like this big, positive sort of hardcore spin, lasting efforts, and I wanted to build it around that, and but not have it just be like cheesy positive, like we can do this the whole time through. I wanted it to tell a story of like dark, common everyday life, and subjects like Columbine. Yeah, you're talking about parting statements. That's a very specific song. But I think people will misread that song too, because I think while that song's about mass shootings and mass violence, it wasn't really targeted at anybody specifically. It wasn't me taking a shot at like gun owners or anything like that. It was more of a statement about society. The "You got the best of us again" line is more about like ourselves, taking advantage of ourselves and sort of defeating ourselves again with how we allow this stuff just to happen. We allow ourselves to get bogged down. So the record, emotionally, I think it just matched what Dylan wrote musically. And it was, I can't write songs if the music doesn't work for me. So a lot of those topics just found a home in the music. So. Quick on that, the reason that is, we were critiqued early on by a first producer for not having a match. He's like, you gotta listen to Kyle's words and make it match more, and that was something we battled at in the beginning, and then finally we were like, we really have to match what's being said to what's being played, so that there's this full effect. And so there, that was the matching process. It was a conscious thing. We were like, really wanted to make sure there was a consistency.
Yeah, from that point on, it was always a big, really important to not only include Kyle, but pretty much just treat him as the other writing body. How it's, I may sit and write the music, write the instruments, etc. But at the end of the day, I'm still sending everything I write to Kyle. I'm still making sure that everything that comes out of me passes
the litmus test.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it just the.
And most of it did right away.
Yeah.
For this record, it was just like, yeah, that's
it's
a cool
great.
demo.
It's a good one.
I like that demo, and
yep. Every record has its little missteps. We have our little missteps with music. There's B-sides that we're probably never see the light of day. There's all these certain kinds of revisions, crazy revisions on songs. I think the last song went through like 5 or 6 revisions before we finally settled on what the really felt. And that was. There would be even times where we'd settled and it was done, and then the next day it would be like, oh no, we should change this. It's just that's important. But as for our writing process, I demo everything. I write drums, write bass, guitars, and I don't stop usually until I have a full song. If I have something that's like halfway done and I feel like Kyle's really gonna like it, I'll send half a song to him, and he'll tell me what direction I should head in or anything like that. A lot of what I write is comes from the things I've been shown from Kyle, and just really molded how we sound. A lot of the early 2000s style stuff, but yeah, it's always writing and demoing stuff at home and then sending it over to Kyle. It's just constant back and forth.
We don't really get in a room and write things.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, that's cool. It's kind of just like we operate in our private selves. If he sends me something, I go in my room and I just sit at my desk.
Yeah, it's a little more. It's a longer process than just, oh, this practice was really productive because we wrote a song. And it doesn't.
For years, we never really had productive practices, so we just stopped writing that way.
Yeah.
I think that, and too, on that note, the last track on the new record is definitely my favorite match. Like lyrically to music, I feel like it just makes the most sense.
Yep.
But that's just a side note. But.
We really fought hard for that to try and make it really, really fit in the end. So.
100% for me. I don't know.
You can go first.
Whatever It Takes is my favorite Crafter song. We haven't played it live, so I don't know if it's my favorite live song.
Yep.
But Whatever It Takes was it's a summative track. It's the last track on the record. I sort of borrowed the title from a Battery song because I like the old school like youth crew hardcore punk bands. So that's still in me, even though we're a melodic band. But that song, lyrically, I was just sort of able to say pretty much everything I ever wanted to say. Was that desperate moment of like clarity, I always wanted to write lyrics that would pay homage and respect to just everyday people, working people, and people who worked with their hands, and people who struggle with everyday things, and I feel like that song just really encapsulates that the best. It's literally just talking about people who are overworked and people who've gone to war and died. And, you know, when you get to be 18 years old, you have these difficult decisions to make about your life going forward, and ultimately saying, I'm going to do whatever it takes to be free. I mean, that's my favorite lyric that I've written. Just saying, I'm going to do whatever I can to try and be a free mind in a world that tries to take it from you. So that's my favorite lyric. Favorite song.
Do you enjoy the band life?
I choose to answer this question in a different way, only because
Not that glamorous, but
I like every song, which doesn't always happen. You know, it's rare. It's at first I liked every song on Embrace too, and then like the more you listen, the more you kind of start to be like, oh, I wish I did this here, or I wish I could have done this here. But on this one, we've had it for a long time now. The record, without, you know, we're always, everyone listens to it, and everyone will always hop in the group chat and be like, hey, you know, this part's still sick, and it's like, fuck yeah, you know, like that's super cool. But for me, it's just I like every song, and I'm happy with every song, and that's you know, if I had to pick a favorite, it would probably be Losses, just because it's such a complete package on one song. Last Efforts is really good too. It's really catchy.
Those are the two singles
Great.
we put
Great
out
songs.
for anybody who watches this.
Yep.
We put those songs out already, and
Yep.
yeah, Losses is up there for me too.
Yep. Last Efforts, I wrote in about 15 minutes. That's, for real, you know, like that was the last song I wrote, and because there was one song that we were gonna move forward with that I, you know, just wasn't happy with. I'd listened to it over and over again and just couldn't find like a really good. Didn't really evoke anything from me at all.
Yeah.
So I was like, Kyle, let me try one more song. You know, like,
And then we were like, yeah, this is a Wake the
This
Dead
fucking-
song.
yeah,
this
pretty
is
much,
This is
yeah.
a Comeback Kid 2006, 5, whatever era song, and
Yeah.
we were
It
like,
fits.
let's have one on the record that's like just big chorusy thing, you know. And it might mislead people a little
Little
if
bit.
they hear it and they think that the record's gonna be a bunch of choruses. You know, it's not.
yeah. That's the only song like it that we have.
Yeah.
Period. I think in our discography, that's the only song that we really have.
Young and
that's-
Hungry goes there a little, but it's not as
Yeah.
catchy.
No, not really.
But it's fun writing. It's fun to play.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think that's important. It's super important.
super fun. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna play it tonight.
Yeah.
That's
That's
it.
it.
Yeah, we're
That's
playing
all.
a show in Brockton that Chris from Years Apart. I just interrupted their interview. Chris from Years Apart booked, and that's gonna be fun. But that's it. We gotta sort of I have to mentally prepare for that. I've never done a 32-day tour like that. Probably the longest. I think mostly the longest road trip I've ever done, even with a friend, was 30 days. So like I didn't book any days off. I mean, it's like it's an intense one. That's a tough one. So
Yep.
that's our plan.
Yep.
Push that. We were supposed to have LPs, the vinyl. We have Patient Zero Records. Our friend Jerry from Pittsfield, who's been a supporter of this band for a while, he had the records made for us and everything. And it's just, we're not sure we're going to have them on the run, so we're trying to figure out a way to save face on that front.
Yeah.
Because that was
Sucks.
important. But
We'll see.
that's
Might be
the plan.
surprised, but I.
Got some festivals in there. New Direction Fest in Fargo is cool, and then in May we're playing this really cool festival. Our friend Aaron from Tulsa books called Promcore, and we're booking a tour around that. So we're gonna stay busy this year.
Yep.
But I don't know if you got anything to add to that.
You know, that covers it. It's gonna be a busy year. Gonna be a lot of stuff. A lot of plans. It's nice. Try and push as much as we can. You know, 100%. I know that's, you know, pretty much every band says that every year, but it's you know, we're 2 records deep. Just about to be what 5 years, 6 years deep. And
5 this
yeah,
year.
yeah, and it's just it's just best to just push as much as we can, and you know, see what happens by the end of the year. See where we're at.
I think this year has to count for us in a big way,
Yep.
for our morale. I'm gonna be honest.
Yep.
It's
100%.
been tough.
Yep.
But
long,
you know,
long time coming. Long time going.
so.
The Carrier.
Okay.
That'd be really cool.
If I could play okay.
Early Comeback Kid. That would be really cool.
So.
Hope Conspiracy. That'd be really good.
yeah. Well, you're naming like my favorite bands, but Like, oh yeah, if the Hope Conspiracy carry on probably. As far as like bands that are gone, I love Carry On.
Trial. That'd be really cool. Trial.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff. These are bands that are gone and probably are never coming back. Bane was my favorite hardcore band. They're gone, you know, but obviously. Man, but if I was current bands, I really just love our friends. I honestly, like, there are some current bands that I'm really excited about. Like, I think One Step Closer is a band I really like. I want to tour with them. I think that would be cool. But
yeah, they're doing what we're doing, and it's
really good.
It's great. They're awesome. Fucking sick.
But honestly, yeah, I don't like Years Apart, Cold Shoulder, Speaker. There are plenty of bands I'm missing, but just our, you know, I like our friends too. You know, I don't need to be in the cool kids scene to have fun. I've had fun with all the people we've met and played with and share a bond with now, and you know, it's been pretty fun. But definitely a lot of those bands, yeah, like Killing the Dream, Carry On, Verse.
Yeah.
I mean, if people listen to our band and then they listen to Verse, they're gonna go, oh,
yeah.
Or and The Carrier, they're just gonna think like, you know, this band likes those bands, and they would be right.
Yeah, and I know like Ruiner is alive again. That would be cool too.
Yeah, we actually hit them up.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, shout out.
I'm gonna send this video to them. Hey guys,
check it out. We'd love to, because they don't like tour often.
Yeah.
So that'd be you know, it'd be a good time. But
I do want to see the Hope Conspiracy come back.
That would be.
And just release an album that rips our throats out.
Illegal Pete's in Denver.
Solid. My vegetarianism tells me one thing, but my memories of when I wasn't a vegetarian are telling me another. My mother's homemade chicken pot pie ranks really high, but I don't eat that anymore because of the chicken. So now it would have to be, oh man. And you know, I just love a good pizza. I'm like a pop-up kid with the pizza.
Yeah.
A good pizza, a good burrito. Illegal Pete's in Denver is the best in the country.
I might have to.
We gotta call them.
Partially take my answer back. Remember that barbecue in North Carolina with Rick Time?
That was good.
That was amazing.
I wasn't I was eating meat at the time. That was good.
Yep. That'd be a good meat choice.
But
that was amazing.
But yeah, pizza's my go-to food. Yeah, for sure.
Or In-N-Out.
Yeah.
I like In-N-Out.
He's not picky.
It's pretty good. I'm not. I'll eat fucking anything.
He'll eat anything.
But yeah, it's
oh, you know what? I had a burger on tour in Asheville, a veggie burger.
Good burger, guys.
I've had dreams about this veggie burger.
Yeah.
It was incredible. I shook the chef's hand. I really did. I went up to him after I ate it. I was like, that was the best burger, flat out, even though it wasn't meat I've ever had. And I used to really like burgers, you know. And it was made in house. So shout outs to that place. I don't remember the name of it, but if I ever go back there, I will go back there. Like social media and stuff, is that
this guy?
Yeah,
this man,
like
for like another week.
Maybe not physically, but like
no, but,
music and.
We're on Spotify. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on ye ol' Facebook. Reverb Nation. No, I'm just kidding. We're not on that.
I think specifically, what is it? Facebook/CrafterHC.
Yep.
We have a website now, crafterhardcore.com.
Yep. You can find most all of our social media links there.
Jerry at Patient Zero promotes us on his newsletter, so patientzerorecords.net.
Yep. Shout out to them.
Yeah,
Patient Zero.
For sure. Super cool guy.
Gotta plug it.
Like
tell us in the group chat.
What's that? Yeah.
we gotta plug it.
Yeah, we gotta make sure that we throw it out there, you know, so you help him grow and get the record out. But and hopefully just in various things like this, you know, promotional things going forward.
Yep.
With the record, it's
You're
important.
out there.
Yeah.
These are fun. We like doing these.
It's important for this record for us to be heard. So this is a way, actually.
Any last efforts? No, I'm just kidding. Keep it real. You know, keep this style alive. You know, because we can't be. You know, we're not gonna be a band someday, so someone else has got to do it, right?
I was gonna say let's kill the horseshoe this year.
Yeah. Oh man.
Let's pack it up front.
Bring back stage dives, head walking, push the pit kids to the back again.
Yeah. Well, I love it when people dance. I just I like the intimacy of hardcore and punk, and I want people up front and caring about what's going on up front.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see just rooms come close again. If you want to see a band from 100 yards away, you can just go see Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah. Or go to a barrier show.
Yeah. So
like, not the band, but a show with a barrier.
Yeah. We're probably gonna get some shit
thing.
for saying this shit.
Yeah. Who cares? We're not cool anyway.
Cause that's
What are they
the in
gonna
vogue
do?
thing now.
Ignore
right?
us more. Like,
We said the same shit.
Yeah. Okay.
We said the like.
All right. So
cool.
yeah.
Good.
Kill the horseshoe.
Here's the part, everybody.
Don't be afraid of melody in hardcore.
Yeah.
It's not.
There's
that
more
bad.
than just the headstock or the neck. So
that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's my last thoughts.
yeah.